What up? What up? We back at it for another Sunday spotlight. Boy, do we have a show tonight. Wait for a couple people come up in here, then we gonna bring the guest. We gonna learn a little something tonight. That's what we here for. The guest. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? All right, all right. Good sound, everybody good. All right, all right. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. All right, all right. Give me 1 second here. All right, we got a show tonight. What's up, Xavier? What's up? What's up? All right, we good. I'm getting ready to bring the boy JC from JC Holland up in here. Boom. There he is. What's up? What's up? What's up with you tonight, bro?
Going on, Dave?
Yeah, another day, another dollar. Man, you
Yeah,
live in high life up in a hotel, ain't you? Look at you.
yeah, I'm in Salt Lake City.
Oh, gotta love it out there.
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Yeah, it's pretty. I love it out there. So what all right, so when you got started, kick us on this game of car haul, because you're a car hauler, right? That's what you do.
Yes, sir.
All right. When you started, don't tell us where you at yet. You keep it. Don't tell us where you at. Tell us where you started, and you know what I mean. How'd you get started? Where'd you come from?
All right. Well, born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut. Um, before car hauling, I was a subcontractor for FedEx. I was miserable there.
Like,
I
were you a
wanted,
truck driver or?
the step vans. They
Oh, okay,
home delivery. We're a
okay.
subcontractor. We had about 6 trucks at a time when I was there. Um, got out of there, sold my part of the company, and just started looking into car hauling. You know, bought a 14 Platinum 350,
Right.
Ford. Started off with the low boy Kaufman 43-foot trailer. I set everything up on CDL just to start, even though I had my CDL, my Class A. Um,
You said you started up with CDL or with non-CDL?
I had my Class A, but I didn't go a portion when I first started.
All right. So that so we got a picture up here of a gray truck with the flatbed step deck style trailer. That's your first one, right?
No, actually had a Kaufman low boy before that.
Before that, okay.
So I
All
sold
right.
that, picked this custom trailer up. That thing was a nightmare. Cracked on me. I had a lot of bad structural issues with it.
No,
But I
not a
just got
coffin, man. It didn't crack on you.
not the Kaufman, the aluminum one that you see there in the picture.
Oh, the aluminum one gave you a hard time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So all right, so now I got you. I didn't even know you hadn't. I didn't know that was aluminum. So a lot of people are all about aluminum, aluminum, aluminum. They say because it's lighter, you can do non CDL. So you're here. You had an aluminum. You're shaking your head because you can't just get anybody to weld it and fix it, right?
Nah, yeah.
All right.
Everyone
So
liked it.
what was it like having that aluminum trailer, hauling
Uh,
cars with it?
I originally had the Kaufman, but I couldn't. It was super hard to fit 3 cars on there. That's why I sold it, and I got the aluminum trailer. It's about 47, 48 feet. So I was able to fit 3 cars on, no problem. 3 SUVs, three mid-sized SUVs, and Man, the thing just flexes. One time, learning the game, man. I try to haul a ambulance F450 ambulance on it. I'm coming up through the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Whew.
I'm left the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Oh, you're going in and out on us, bub. Are you there? Go tell him that. Yo, we're losing you, JC. Go tell him. JC, can you hear me? Hold on, I don't know what just happened. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Hold on, let me see something. Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's on your end, bro. Something on your end. Hold on, guys. We're having a little difficulty. I don't know what's going on. You guys can hear me. You guys can hear me, but can't hear him. Is that true? Hold on, I'm sending him a message. Yeah, I think it's on his end. I just sent him a message. See if I can kick him out and then get him to come back in, maybe. He just went out. Let's see if we can get him back in. All right, give us a minute. Give us a minute. What's up? What's up, guys? All right. He's out in Idaho, out in the mountains, man. So, he's at a hotel. I'm sure he ain't got cricket Wi-Fi, Josh. Give us a minute. This is the thing with going live with you truck drivers, man. JC.
Sir, not to hear you.
All right, you back now. All right, we got you.
Okay.
All right, so you've got this you've got this aluminum trailer. You got a 450. You're coming up to the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Yeah, so I'm coming to the Tappan Zee Bridge. It's probably 2, 3 in the morning. Thing folds right in the middle.
Like buckles, or just like flexes a little bit.
No, folds. Like I'm lucky I caught it. If not, I probably could have killed someone. I got off.
Wow.
Yeah, I got off the highway, hunkered down for a couple hours. Had one of my buddies come up, saved me, saved the day or whatever. About $2,000 later, I got the thing welded, and it snapped again. Couple weeks later, this wasn't worth it. I went that route, trying to stay under 26K, and again, another lesson learned. Why not to stay under 26K?
Right. So wait, when you now I've got no problem with starting out under 26K and all that. I did it too, but when you were starting out, what was your main, because you had a CDL, like what was your motive of staying under 26K? What were you, I don't want to say running from, but what were you trying to avoid?
You know how it is, bro. You posted it. You had a couple of videos and stuff. How everyone says, "Oh, if the it's so difficult to deal with." IRP. I just didn't want to deal with the whole. I just didn't want to deal with the whole portion plate and IFTA and all that stuff.
Right.
So that I was just trying to stay away from the run and just try to make some money. Do the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So now what? You've got a trailer snapped in half. You're at the Tappan Zee Briggs. You fixed it, snapped again. So now what do you do?
Fixed it again. I got rid of it. Probably got rid of it a couple months ago. Picked up a Take 3 Low Pro heavy duty trailer. 3
Dude, that's
cars.
a sexy trailer.
Yeah,
The blue one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, I have that, and obviously the Ram. First time I ever met you, I had the Ram with the Mini 5.
Right.
And yeah, once I got the Ram back in January, we won a portion on both trucks. We said, screw it, let's just go on both trucks. and yeah, it worked out pretty good. You know, I highly recommend going to Porsche for everyone.
So now you're in Connecticut. What's the Connecticut apportion process? Like I know in New Mexico or somebody said you gotta wait like 3 or 4 weeks. I mean in Delaware, you go in, you fill out a couple pieces of paper, they hand you a tag, you walk away. I know in Wisconsin, you can print it out on a computer, you order it and bring it in. Like what's it like in Connecticut?
Oh well, just like everything else, they make you jump through hoops. It's definitely a process. It takes at least 2 to 3 weeks minimum. Uh, at least 26 page packet, I believe it is. You know, we're actually
26-page packet.
yeah, it's a thick packet.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yo, in Delaware, I can't get a portion tags because I'm at a little one-horse podunk town and we don't even have a mailman. And I do everything out of my house, but it's with a PO box. Well, you can't have a PO box for portion tags.
wow.
So I that's an issue I'm having in my town. Um, so all right, so you ran your 5 car. What in order to succeed, because I say it, so you have to go all over the country, right? Like you have had to take this 5 car and go all over the country. Where were
I
you running with this 5 car?
basically mostly Midwest. I've been out to Texas, Oklahoma. I didn't pass that far out.
Okay. Did you ever find a lane that worked for you or anything like that? Like a lane that you were running?
Yeah, you know, you caught me in Virginia. I usually run a lot of Virginia
Like
to
that's what I wanted this boy to say. Look, so you guys, you can find lanes. I'm telling you what, this kid here would run from Virginia to Connecticut a couple times a week. Every time you call me, like, where you at? Headed to Virginia, headed to Connecticut. And it got to the point, you correct me if I'm wrong, but you had people on that route that you hauled for daily, like weekly. They would call you
yeah,
because you ran a lane. People learned who you were, and you got business that way. Correct?
exactly. Yeah, I have a couple private customers down in Virginia, and they bring me a lot of work.
Okay, so you don't have to be local, and you were still home a couple nights a week, right?
Yeah, you figure I take off Monday, get down there, deliver, try to pick up before I run out of hours. If not Tuesday, pick up and then head home. I'm home Wednesday night, and then I'm home on the weekend. So I run twice a week. I just run back and forth like that. It got a little crazier though when I got when I got the Ram. You know, I'm running the Ford with the blue trailer, and
Right.
I got my buddy running, and he's doing all my local pickups and drop offs. So I'm just basically doing one drop, one pick when I come back to Connecticut. I'll have all my vehicles at my yard ready to go, which worked out. You know, it was definitely working out.
Okay. Now what year was this Ram?
19.
You want to tell us about this truck, man?
uh, yeah. So you know, I went with the hype. I went with the hype for Ram. You know, 6 in a row, ready to tow. You know, because I had a couple issues with the Ford. Nothing bad. You know, the thing had the Ford is a 350 Platinum. It has about 290,000 miles on it. I had to do the low pressure pump, high pressure pump, turbo, couple, you know, things like that. Nothing major. I still have stock injectors,
No,
stock
we're
trans.
talking about the Ford, right?
Yeah. So
Okay, we're on the Ford. We're not talking about the Dodge, just so everybody's clear.
yeah, we're talking about the Ford. So then it was giving me the issues. I said, you know what? Let me just get it. Let me just start expanding. Let me get this Ram with the Mini 5. Let me run that. I'll run it for a couple weeks, fix the Ford, get my buddy on the road, and you know, my little master plan to unfold. Um, the Ram was good. You know, it had a 68 RFP in it. Picked it up last January, about August, I'll say.
to January of 20 or 19?
20. Yeah.
So this year.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a
Yeah.
full year with it.
Okay.
He has about 102,000 miles. Transmission is blew the transmission. We're having a lot of issues right now. We actually just got it running. We had to rebuild it 3 times.
The transmission?
Yeah, a couple guys around our area, they kind of screwed us on the deal. So we're just trying to figure all that stuff out. But it's running now. My buddy back at home. Shout out to Stunt Motorsports. If you ever in Hartford County, Connecticut, need help, anything, welding, fabrication, anything.
So Stunt Motorsports is a shop.
Yeah, that's our shop.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do anything there for you. So he's breaking it in. We're gonna get that thing back on the road with the Mini 5 again, running back and forth Virginia runs.
Tell us about this bed situation, bro.
Oh,
Tell us about the bed, because we all have CP4 issues. You know what I mean? Mine didn't even make it 40,000 miles. Tell us about the 3,500 bed. Now this may be something just JC's luck, but y'all got to hear this one.
all right. So I'm running the 19 3500 full bed on it, whatever. I was running I'm running the goose ball I set up. I think it's a Kurt 32K goose ball setup. So about 60,000 miles, I'm starting to see cracks on each side of the bed. And it just got worse and worse and worse. I put a huge claim on Chrysler. We went all the way to corporate. Even that my local Dodge shop, the auto body specialist there, he's been with him for 30 years. Even he said that it has to be a factory defect. All the rivets were breaking. And Dave, I take care of my equipment. I don't beat on my truck. I take it easy. I pull off.
Right.
Slow, brakes. I don't beat on my equipment at all. And even he said it was a factory defect. And because I was over 36,000 miles within 2 years, Chrysler would not cover it, forcing me to take it off.
So now, did Stunt Motorsports, is that who did the lights and all that on the back too?
Oh yeah.
They hooked that up. That looked good. So now I know it seems minor, but your bed fell apart and Chrysler just pretty much left it on you. You running it too much? That's why it broke.
Yeah, too many miles and too little bit of time. But that's what it's made for. The dually. People don't buy dualies to go buy groceries.
Well, at least last time I checked, I didn't. But I ain't never picked up groceries in mine.
Yeah, so she's gonna last me a year. Hopefully, she'll be back on the road by next week. I have one of my other buddies that's gonna run it. We're gonna keep running the Virginia lane. So that puts us here. Why I'm in Salt Lake City.
So you started with a hope and a dream, a pickup truck, and a Kaufman, right? So I know I talk smack on Kaufman. I'm not a big Kaufman fan, but I ran Kaufmans. Just about everybody I know that started has ran a Kaufman, has built their business on the back of a Kaufman. Like Kaufmans, they get it done, but Kaufmans are entry level. Like you'll get the work done. You just got to be on top of it with the maintenance. You got to pay attention to it. You know what I mean? But they'll get the work done, but they're not made to haul really, really heavy. Exactly. All right. So your Ram breaks down, and what are you going to do now that the Ram breaks?
So I'm a firm believer. The universe pushes you to get everything you want in life. So I figured, let's try to expand again. Let's do it again. We did it once. We did it once with the Ford. Let's do it now. Let's do it again. So we ended up financing a 2016 Freightliner Coronado, the 122 SB, and that there's a Cottrell C5309 2015, and that's where we're at now. And we're actually team driving that right now with my buddy Conrad. We're team driving. We're up in Utah now, Salt Lake City. Had a great week. First week out, excellent week.
Right. So you what when y'all took off with this truck, what kind of experience did you guys have in stacking? I mean, yeah, you had a 5 car, but what like did you have any experience in driving the big truck like that? Stacking the 5 car or the 9 car. Placement to me, placement is gets a little tough at times.
Oh yeah.
What was that like starting out? Because I
All
know
right.
I'm on
So,
the phone with you, and you're like, "Yo, I'm picking this," and I'm like, "Can you get that on there?" We'll figure it out. We'll get it on there. I mean, and you haven't told me of any that didn't fit yet. So,
yeah.
um, what was that like? What's that like making that leap? I mean, it's pretty much in my opinion, the same as the 3 to the 5, but on a great bigger level. Because on the 5 car, cars go on the belly. Like in that
Exactly.
5309, there's not a spot for a certain car. Like it
Exactly.
looks like you can get just about anything in there. So what's that like moving up?
All right. So I had my CDL for 3 years. Never worked for anyone. Never had a job driving big trucks for anyone. Zero experience stacking a trailer like this with vehicles. I'm out with my buddy Conrad. He's been driving maybe 6 years now. Bunch of different companies, delivering food and stuff, but he didn't have any experience car hauling at this level. Um, it's been an experience.
Now, is he
It's been
cool with
fun.
a shout out on the Instagram? Is he cool with that?
Yeah, for
All right,
sure.
so that's Con Diddy on the gram, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he seen it pop up a lot lately. I didn't put two and two together, and then I seen the truck, and boom, I kind of put two and two together. So, if you all want to see what these boys are doing, you can go to Instagram. You got JC Hauling, um, that's JC, and then you can go to Condiddy. It's Kondiddy on Instagram. Give him a follow because he's been posting some pictures and stuff up too. So, and I'm pretty. I don't know. I don't know what JC's futures are, but I think it's going to be kind of hard for Con Diddy to just jump out of a truck. So we just got to watch him and see what he's going to do from here on out. But so what? Moving up to a semi. I know you've had your CDL for a while, and this is just my opinion, but I think the reason a lot of I mean everybody's got a reason, but a lot of people are intimidated by the look of a semi. It's bigger, it's longer, the turning radius sucks, and the biggest thing of all is you don't have no windows in the back, bro. Like you can't just turn your head and look out the back, and so like you went out, you had him, like y'all were working together, but when you got either the 5 car and the Ram or this truck, what was that feeling like when you realized, you know what, I'm no longer just a startup hotshot car hauler anymore? Like, dude, I'm getting chills saying it because I know the answer, but like you actually starting to succeed in the dreams that you started out what 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? With nothing. Like what does that do to you? What is that feeling like for the people that or because we got a lot of people just starting, you know what I mean? And they're chasing something, but they don't know what they're chasing and the feeling and all that. What is that? Like what's that feel like?
Well, I started with the dualies or whatnot. The goal was always to get a semi. That was always the goal. Um, it's been a great feeling. It's a lot more comfortable. Um, I feel like I'm less fatigued. I could feel, I could drive longer, better than a semi rather than dually. Maybe because it's a little smoother. We have both air ride seats or whatnot. It's been a great journey, man. Gotta tell you, Dave. It's been a crazy roller coaster, but we're getting it done. You know,
Right. Now,
definitely been fun.
are you willing to tell everybody what this new setup cost? Like, can you put that out there?
Uh,
You want to give us a range, or like obviously you probably didn't pay
yes,
cash for it.
no, actually, we financed it. We're into it about 98,000 altogether.
98 for the two. Um, so for the two cars, or for the truck and the trailer. Now that's the thing with car hauling. It's not cheap. Like this isn't a cheap game to get into. Like it's worth it. It's just hard work and dedication, but it's not cheap. So I want to go back to how long did you run non CDL?
How long did? What was that? You were breaking up.
How long did you run the non CDL rig?
I ran this non-CDL rig for about 2 years.
All right, now was there a certain time when you knew that all right, enough's enough, it's time to move up, or were you like I was just pushed into moving up, or were you like just kind of pushed into it like I was, where something went down and the next setup just happened to be, CDL and you had to move up?
Um, Honestly, I was just getting sick of the always stressing weigh stations. Oh, like I can grab this car. Oh, I can't grab that car. That's gonna put me over 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds, and I ran overweight before. It just sucks having to run that way or whatnot. Um, feel a lot better. I felt a lot better once I went with the Ram and I bumped up to 39,000. Then I got that setup rated at 39.9, and I barely ever had to scale myself. And look at vehicle weights anymore at that point. Just a little bit less things to worry about once you go a portion.
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
So now, do you like? I don't think you haven't been in a semi all that long. Do you like? What
Week.
would you? What's that?
I said just about a week.
Right now, what if somebody that's getting into this, starting up? Um, why? I know the answer, but John Ford just said, "What? Why did you start with the team driving? Like when you went out on this trip with your new truck, why did you do the team driving?"
Well, we've been down for a month. Bills are starting to pile up rather heavy on us, and I ended up getting rid of the 3 car because I'm slowly trying to get away from the dualies.
Wait a minute, you
And
didn't tell
my
me that.
buddies.
So you sold? Did you sell the Ford too?
No, I'm taking. I retired her. I'm gonna use that as my personal truck from now on. So she's retired. She still run good, but it's just not. The money really isn't there running a 3 car with a driver. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
So
don't know
now
how to
you're
know
gonna
for other
put that.
people, but
But so you're gonna put that same driver in the 5 car?
um, no, we have another driver. My other buddy, he's gonna jump in the 5 car. Conrad's a little bit a bigger guy, so it's gonna be a little tough for him to run that 5 car. But we're just gonna team drive and push it to the limit and grab another semi. Hopefully within
Okay.
2-3 months.
Now,
We had a great first. Hmm.
when you went to that 5 car, with it being the stacker, I mean, you were running the low pro, so you probably didn't have it, as easy as I did with my wedge. But did your money really go up, or did you feel limited in that at first? I mean, obviously, you learned your way to go, what you could and couldn't do, but when you went from dispatching a 3 car to dispatching that 5 car, did you feel like it was a little more difficult that the cars just weren't there, or what was that initial switch like?
It was it was definitely a change. You know, two more cars. Damn near that's a lot. You know, going from three to five. I have a dispatcher. You know, he helps me out a lot. Davidson. You know, we pay him 5%. He helps out a lot. A bunch of times I run back from Virginia with three cars just because I'm not gonna contribute to the cheap freight. So but it's definitely a little challenge to load five cars. So what we're doing now with the semi, we're running a lot of one pick one drops. We're just running at a fast pace. We're just running and picking and dropping, run pick drop, run pick drop. We're just running all over the place. We did about 5,000 miles last week, so we definitely covered some ground.
All right, my theory on running. Hold on. My theory on when you go to these bigger 8 and 9 cars, that you kind of got to get away from the POVs and the one pick, or the multiple picks and drops. Have you found that to be like true? Because obviously you're doing one pick, one
Yeah,
drop, so you're not taking a 9 cars to a house. Does it just not seem
exactly. Now,
feasible
yeah.
to go into the neighborhoods?
Um, Obviously, it would depend. It would depend what city I'm going to. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm probably gonna stay away from going to residentials with this setup. I've been running a lot, 14 feet, 13.8, 13.9. So running into the residential area, I might have an issue with low trees and stuff like that. Um,
I'm here to. There's no might. You're gonna have an issue. I mean, there's no
yeah,
might have an issue. I've been there. I do it all
yeah,
the time. You're gonna have. I get it at 13.6, 13.5. Man, it's a nightmare at times.
yeah.
But all right,
Yeah, we're
so
just trying to stay for now.
all right, so you kind of got anything on your mind? Like, what would you tell people getting into the business? Obviously, everybody can't just start up with a 9 car. You know what I mean? They don't have money. Just go out. Get that. JC, my man just said you have experience in Pennsylvania. Boy, do I have experience in
Oh yeah,
Pennsylvania, man.
of course we do.
um, what's that? Yeah, unfortunately, I got some. All right. So, what would you tell guys getting into it? A lot of the guys, as you know, watch my channel. Me and you have been in that spot. We've got nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple dollars and a dually and a trailer.
Right.
So most of them got to start out non-CDL. They've got to, they just got to get going. What would you tell somebody sitting at home with that same feeling you had 3-4 years ago? What would you tell them?
I would honestly tell them don't even bother. Don't bother until you're able to get your Class A, air brake, and everything, no restrictions. And at least if you're gonna go with a dually and let's say a high wedge, at least go a portion. Just wait until you save as much as you can and go a portion because you're gonna save yourself a headache. You're gonna save yourself from getting stopped all the time. For example, once I want a portion, we get stopped in the dualies. They come up to us. They ask me, "Oh, you got a Class A?" Yeah, 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 yes, sir. I have a Class A. All right, have a good day, sir. Drive safe. I haven't. I got inspected one time in my Ram since we won a portion in Virginia, and it was a 5 minute inspection. He didn't even bother. And it was smooth. And I got pulled over probably 5 times so far in the Ram, and never got inspected. So I would
They
say,
just go and keep moving.
yeah, I would say get your Class A, um, and just save your money, man. Save your money, do everything the right way, and just go a portion.
Right.
It will save a headache.
Like, yeah, I'm all
And
about the.
Tell them,
Go
Dave,
ahead.
and you'll make more money.
Yeah, I agree, but I kind of disagree because when I was out there with my 3 car, I had the restrictions on the CDL, and I was able to make it happen. But well, I'll tell you what, when I got in the pinch when I needed the CDL, I mean, when I needed the air brakes, it was kind of rough. But that 2 years before, I don't think I would have done it differently just because I didn't have the opportunity to get it. Oh, this camera's driving me nuts. The opportunity to get it a different way. But hold on, guys. There we go. So yeah, I mean, three to 5 car, like that's kind of where I think is the bread and butter. But especially with the 3 car, you've got to be able to haul the heavies.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to.
Right. So, Mike, a portion is pretty much the same as commercial plates. Except I know some states have commercial plates that are under 26,000. But all right. So Richard says, hold on a minute. Steven Shell, I just did a video on a bunch of semis. But Richard said, I feel like if you're going to a 7 to 9 car, you really need to do long distance runs like coast to coast to make it work. And then he said, thoughts.
Not necessarily. Well, I wouldn't say that you need to go long as. Um, I'm out of Connecticut, and we're surrounded maybe by 6 rail yards. And with a 9 car hauler, you can make 1,000 a day easily. Not easily, but 2 trips to the rail yard and back. So you can make your money locally. I did it. I did it for years with a 3 car. It was a struggle the whole time. With the big rig, you'll definitely make your money. You'll definitely hit the quotas that you need to hit. They pay a lot cheaper, but you're hauling 9 at a time. You could definitely 15 or 2 grand a day. You could do that all day.
Right. You ain't gonna believe
For
this, but
work.
I actually went and applied for my TWIC card, man. Believe it or not. I finally broke down and went for the TWIC card.
Yeah,
Because there's been a
I haven't got
lot, going on lately.
yeah, I haven't gotten this
Um,
yet, but I was thinking about at this.
right. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. I may not ever need it, but I just decided to, give it a shot. So, if you didn't have it, you don't.
Lost.
I'm back. He probably got messed up. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if he comes back. Um, takes one day to get it by the end of the week. No, I went and did mine AZ, and I'm still waiting on him to get back to me. I did a bunch of stuff online, then I had to send it in. There you are. Sorry, I get playing around with this mouse and I hit the wrong buttons. But yeah, if new blog, I don't know what we're doing with the truck yet. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll make some kind of move probably this week. But does anybody have any questions for JC? Um, yeah, and and he is too. We're in a really heavy new car area. I got a lot of ports and rail yards, and like you don't need them for the rail yards. I can get into those, but the ports are what I'm getting into. Greg, I mean, you say can a hot shot be lucrative? It depends on and you're in San Antonio. It depends on what you're doing, what you're hauling, and what you consider a hot shot. No, because most of us really aren't hot shots. We're just over the road truckers getting it done by any means necessary. But um, I mean, you can make money anywhere.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It says JC, does team driving work pretty good hauling cars? How did you see that works? Because obviously you can only work or drop off certain times. Are you guys able to constantly run? Or are you finding yourself, going somewhere and then having to shut down both of you? Like, how's that working for you?
Well, you obviously got to plan it out. You got to plan it out right. Um, I think we only stopped one day out the week. We ran the whole 7 days. I think it was only one day. Yeah, I think it was only one day we actually stopped. Actually, when we got down to Texas, we had to stop because we got there a little too late to drop off. And well, actually, we could have dropped off, but we couldn't pick up. So we're like, what's even the point of going to drop off?
Right.
Other than that, we've been running 24-hour shifts. We grossed more than I've ever grossed ever in this first
Right.
week with no experience. So next couple of weeks should be interesting.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
yeah.
um, Everybody's. I keep when I hit two fingers, it just shuts it down. Um, Now I wasn't going to ask this question, but somebody just asked. You want to give us a range? You can. Would you gross this week? Somebody just asked what you grossed. You want to range?
14,
What is it?
14-8.
All right. So you ran 7 days, team driving, 14-8, right?
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a good 7 days at the office for me.
Yeah.
Mike, he's out of Hartford, Connecticut, right? Ain't that where you're from?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of
Hartford.
Hartford. He grossed 14-8. 14,800. I'm out of Delaware 302. Delaware Hotshot. It's there's no such thing. You just gotta go. State's too small. Um so I don't know what's next for you guys. Like you're gonna buy another semi, are you getting the same trailer? Like because we know you ain't gonna stop here. Like
I don't know.
what's your from here?
We're actually I'm thinking I might go into a Stinger. I might just go with a high rail Stinger next, and I'll throw Conrad in that truck. He's a little bit he's afraid of heights a little bit. So I'm trying. I might I might have to get him an easy loader. The one that drops all the decks drop down, so make it a little easier for him to run. But that's definitely the next goal, and just try to open up another lane. We're thinking maybe Chicago. We have a buddy that's trying to put us onto a wholesaler out there, and we could run a lot of units coming out of there back into the Northeast.
Right.
Hopefully that's the plan. Hopefully it works out.
I mean, it's Delvin said that seems to be a transition worth making. It's kind of can you run a car hauler and make money? Dude, we're all running car haulers and making money, brother. Like, we wouldn't be running these if you ain't making money because this ain't like driving a truck. I promise you that. Somebody called me told me earlier I'm not no truck driver. I said, boy, you got that right. I wish I was sometimes. Um, Yeah, I think no, he's not running coast to coast Aspire. He's just finding lanes and running the money. I think he went down to Texas. Go ahead. What lane did you run this week? Like where did you go?
So this week I shout out to my private customer Mike down in Virginia. He gave me 7 cars right out the gate. That was my first load going down from East Windsor Southern Auto Auction. I shot down to Virginia, dropped off 7 of him. And then from there, we shot to Texas with a 4-piece, 2 Jeep Gladiators, and 2 2500 Rams pickups. Shot down to Houston. From Houston, we shot up to Iowa. Iowa, we shot down to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, we dead headed back to Kansas City. Got back down to Houston. Houston, we picked up, and now we're here in Salt Lake City.
And you
Tomorrow,
said you go ahead.
so tomorrow we're picking up and we're heading down basically the border of Arizona and Cali. And I found a real good paying load. Hopefully they're open tomorrow, and I can snatch it up right from California going to Wisconsin, and just work our way back to the East Coast and take the weekend off with the family.
Right. So and you did what, 5,000 miles last week, right? That's what
Rough,
you said you did.
yeah, roughly 5,000.
I got you. Yeah, it seems like it's a good move to make, man. I remember watching you with that Ford and just progressing, and here we all are. Um, it just it's great, and I believe the biggest thing about all this is network, man. You got to have network. You got to, I remember getting that transmission phone call. You're like, "Hush, I'm along the road to 68, blah blah blah." You know what I mean? Like you've got to know people to call when you've been in those situations, and
Exactly.
yeah, 14.8 on 5,000 miles. That's a real solid week. Um, how
It's
hard
not
has it been for you to fill that trailer?
all right. So my first load took me about 3 hours to load. It was only two Nissan Rogues, and the rest were all small cars, Civics and Camrys and stuff like that. It took me about 3 hours. Now I'm getting it down to about an hour and a half. So I'm getting it. I'm getting it pretty good. I stuffed 9 in there. A lot of people told me, "Damn, man, you bought the 5309, man. You should, that's a hard trailer to load. You're never gonna get 9 in there. You're always gonna go overweight on your trailer axles." And guess what? First week out, we stuffed 9 Corollas in there, and we didn't go overweight.
Right.
So you can't
No,
always
how
listen to
long?
what other and stuff.
Right. Like even with my channel, man, a lot of it is just opinions and my experience. You've got to, if you've got a plan, if you've got an idea and you've got a plan and you could see it through, nobody else's opinion really matters. You just gotta,
Yeah,
if you can see it out. um Aspire, he does a lot of one pick, one drops. So you're finding those on the load board. Is it usually, you obviously you have to deadhead a little bit to get them, but are they usually easy to find, or are you sitting there waiting and snagging it as soon as it comes up?
oh no, I've been rocking and rolling, bro. I'm already in it 3 years, so I'm established with all the major brokers. I'm on every single load board, so I'm just jumping back and forth, just getting to the money, just finding it.
Right.
It's not, it's a lot easier to book one pick, one drop load than it is to do single units.
You ain't telling me
That's for sure.
nothing. I single myself to death. But it's just, I've got,
That's what he
you
is,
know,
dog.
what's that?
That's where the money is.
Right. I
Single
mean,
pick,
I
single
look at
drops.
them. I look at them 5 car loads, and I'm just like, man, I can't bring myself to take them. But it just kind of is what it is. So we're you're
Yeah.
obviously moving on up. You know what I mean? You're gonna keep it going. So I don't know. Maybe next year we'll have you back. You might have 10. I don't know. You might be interviewing me next year. Who knows? Um, but
Yeah.
But yeah, if
Never
nobody else
know.
has anything, we'll probably just go ahead and shut it down. But check him out on Instagram at JC Holland on Instagram. And then you got Condiddy, KONDIDDY on Instagram. You check them both out. They're both team driving. Um, Obviously, neither of them are coming out of a truck anytime soon. So I'm sure they'll be posting pictures of loads. But
Yeah, for
so I
sure.
guess that's going to do it for tonight, man. I appreciate you coming up. Taking time off. What is it? 5 o'clock over there? 6 o'clock. So,
But yeah, we're actually ready to go to sleep. We're leaving about midnight. We're gonna get
oh, are
rolling.
you? So, where are
Yeah,
you picking up at?
I got a bad deadhead, bro. There's nothing in Utah, and I didn't want to do single picks or drops, so we're going over.
So where are you going to?
Colorado.
I'm losing. You're going over to Colorado.
Yeah.
So, hey, gotta do what you gotta do, man. At the end of the week, as long as it all adds up, that's all that matters. So, all right, man. I'll let you go ahead and get to bed. I appreciate you coming out here, giving us your experience, and letting the new guys know they can do it too. So,
Awesome, man. Take it easy, Dave. I'll catch you out there on the road, man.
all right, buddy. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
All right.
See you. All right, guys. So that was JC Hall and giving us his experience. Greg, unfortunately, Johanna, I'm sorry. I didn't see that until just now. I'm sure he knows y'all are proud. That's for sure. So I don't know really of any, any decent dispatch services. I have a hard time finding dispatch services that I agree with their business model. Because the problem with a dispatch service, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. This one, I think we hit a max of like 75 people, and dude, that's the biggest one yet. So we're gonna keep these coming. We're gonna keep them popping. These next 2 weeks, I got big things. I don't know if you all know, but I got Paul Johnson next week. It's Paul Johnson, 7 o'clock. The week after that, we got Jason Kendall. Make Gus take that nonsense somewhere. He don't even dispatch himself. So, like I said, we got Paul Johnson, build a company up, all about the numbers. And this AZ guy, I'm trying to get him. And then we've got Jason Kendall the week after. So if Gregory, I would say run them load boards if you can. You just got to learn the load boards. You got to run them. Learn your lanes. Like, it's all about your lanes. Learning what you know, what you can comfortably do. Delvin, 90% of us have started non-CDL. Like, a lot of us. Oh, 96. I didn't even see that. That's what's up. Thanks, South Texas. Then my trailer is for sale. Yes. The truck's not for sale. But I'm kind of going back and forth. I've got the trailer posted. I may pull it down. I'm not sure yet. Not getting out of car hauling. Not that I know of. We may be exploring, but I don't know what we're doing yet. So, like I said, the next 2 weeks, we got it really, really going on. So, we'll be back next Sunday, same place, same time. We'll probably be in a different atmosphere. If you catch my drift. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you checking in, stopping in. Best trailer, no CDR car holder. Ismail, it kind of, Greg, I'm a Sun Country 5 car all the way. Like that's me. Best no CDL car hauler. I would say the like the Take 3s are great non-CDL, but as everybody's saying, dude, I would get your CDL. Yeah, Greg, I got my 5 car, but it's I want to move up a little bit. But guys, if you can start with your CDL, that is the way to go. That is the ticket, man. And I forgot to get JC to talk about this, and I'm gonna kick myself now. He started an app called Payload. That was actually from JC that you just seen on the show. If you go to Payload LLC, it helps you with they're scared of the CDL. It helps you with the with loading the trailer, the weights and all that. So, but All right, guys, I got to get up early in the morning myself. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got a good video coming out tomorrow. Y'all don't want to miss it. Like, share, subscribe, hit that thumb. Yeah, Payload, that's my boy. That is JC. I'm gonna text him now. I'm gonna see him to get back going to talk about Payload. Text, I don't know yet. So I don't want to say nothing because I don't know nothing for sure yet. Had a couple things, I'm looking at working, a couple things backed out, blah, blah, blah. So, all right, guys, I'll see you next week. Appreciate you all stopping in. Hit that like button on the way out. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to and hit that dang to get more notifications for these shows and all my recorded videos. Peace.